Scrappy people, it's Tracy Reed here today, and I am back with the second part of how to get your digital files into your paper crafting hands. And today we're going to talk about stickers and printing and cutting stickers. So I'm going to open up some stickers so we can have something to look at here. And I want to talk about how my stickers come. So these are the memory keeping stickers. I also offer planner stickers. Now these can be printed as stickers. They can also be printed as die cuts as well. I prefer my paper, like my memory keeping stickers, to be die cuts. So I print them on Epson premium presentation paper. And I prefer my planner stickers to, of course, be stickers. So let's take a look at how they come. They come in different options. First of all of the files come individually on PNG files so that you can make your own cut sheets if you don't want to print out every single one of the files. But if you are wanting to print out full sheets, there are two different options. First of all, you have the fussy cutting option. You have all three sheets here, and the difference between the fussy cutting files and the die cutting files is that the fussy cutting files do not have a bleed. They come all the way to the edge here, and you can use your scissors and cut away to your heart's content. I do try to provide all of my files in easily cut shapes as far as like labels and things go. So you can see that almost all of these are straight edged. There are some circles which I try to provide as appropriately sized for all of your standard circle punches. So 1 inch, 1.5 inch, 2 inch is generally the sizes that I do. So the icons, though, those are a little bit harder to make into regular, like easily cutting shapes. So instead I provide a fussy cutting line around the outside edges of the icon stickers. So you can see the gray edge around the outside here for you to follow along with your scissors. It will leave a white edge around all of your stickers. So both of the files come that way. Now you can very easily just print these out. You just like I showed you on the previous video with the cards, you can open them up in any photo viewing software. The default on a Mac is Preview. So I'm just going to open it up in Preview, and I'm going to hit File, Print, and you just want to make sure that you are choosing the correct paper. So if you were going to print this on Epson Premium Presentation paper, you would choose a matte photo paper, and you would want to choose Best. If you were printing it on a label paper to make into stickers, just know that the quality isn't going to be as high as if you're printing on a matte photo paper, but I would still choose the matte photo paper option and Best. It will lay down a little bit more ink, but it will also give you the best color. So you can do that very easily. Go ahead and fussy cut these out if you don't have a die cutting machine, but let's talk about if you do have a die cutting machine. So I also provide die cutting files for people who have a Silhouette or a Cricut. Now, I'm going to let you know that this is going to be a Silhouette tutorial because I do not have a Cricut. So I'm sure that there are videos out there specific to the Cricut, but let's talk about the Silhouette. So these are the die cutting provided files. And you can see that there is a bleed on these files. They bump up right against each other. That is so that your die cutting machine has a little bit room for error if it prints or if it cuts a little bit wonky. Hopefully it won't cut too wonky, but you know, the Silhouette, sometimes it is a little bit of a beast. And then the icons come with no fussy cutting line. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into your Silhouette software, and hit File, Open, and find your file that you want to open. And I'm going to go into the stickers, die cutting, and I'm going to open up this file. So that will open it up directly in your Silhouette software. And you want to change your media size to 8.5 by 11. And then you're going to want to turn on your registration marks. So what I like to do is take my registration marks down to the smallest size possible. That is how I design my files, and it is so that you can fit as much on as possible. So if I zoom in here, you can see that when I reduced it all the way, take it down to 197, there we go. When I reduced it all the way as far as I possibly could, you can see that it bumps right up along the edges here of the cut lines. So the thing about the Silhouette, and I'm not sure why, when I open up 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper, it makes them a little bit large. So I always like to make sure I come in here and reduce this back down to 8.5 by 11. And that will take it away from the edge of the line as well, so that it fits perfectly. Now you're going to want to come in and open up the coordinating die cutting lines. So I provide Silhouette outlines as well. They are named the same. So I'm going to open this up. And creating the cut lines from these files is super easy. You're going to want to make sure that you reduce this down to 8.5 by 11 again. And then come over here to the trace panel, select trace area, and just use your cursor and drag all the way around the whole entire black outline. Then it should turn yellow because it's black, so it shouldn't have any problem reading it, and hit trace. Now if I come in and click on the black file and delete it, it will leave me with the cut lines for the Silhouette. I'm going to go to File, Edit, Copy, and then I'm going to zoom back out here and go to Edit, Paste in Front. And then if I zoom back in, you can see that the cut lines align perfectly to just inside these icons, so that you have a little bit of an edge for margin of error, but it will cut them out perfectly. So the next thing you want to do, now that you've got everything aligned, zoom out again so we can see, you're going to want to go to File, Print, and you're going to want to make sure you choose your settings. Oops. Show details, that's what I wanted. Okay, so depending on how you want to print these, if you're printing die cuts on Epson premium presentation paper, again, you'll want to choose the main tray and photo matte paper, print at best. If you're printing on sticker paper, it depends on what sticker paper you buy and how you're printing them. If you're printing, I still do photo matte paper and best, just because I like the highest printing quality. So either way, it's probably the best setting, but you're going to want to play with your printer specifically to test and see what works on the printer and paper that you have. So what that will do is once you hit print, it will print, it will not print the die lines, but it will print the entire sheet of stickers with the registration marks. And once you have that printed, you can stick it into your Cameo and it will read, or your portrait, whatever you have, it will read these registration marks and it will use them as a way to align the cut lines to the registration, or to the actual printed paper. So once you have it printed and loaded into your Silhouette, you hit send. There are Different settings for different sorts of prints. Cardstock plain is what I use for premium presentation paper. If you're using sticker paper, you'll want to go to sticker paper down here at the bottom, and you'll want to adjust your blade so that it only prints, or it only cuts through the very top of the sticker paper. Here it is, sticker paper white. Only cuts through the very top of the sticker paper and not the backing. So that is a really quick and easy way to get these, if you have a silhouette, to get these printed and cut for you so that you don't have to have your hand hurting with fussy cutting, which I enjoy fussy cutting, but not everybody does. And also, of course, you get perfect lines with the silhouette. I wanted to show you also the planner stickers. Let's see, here we go, planner stickers. Again, they come with fussy cutting files, silhouette files, and with the bleed for the silhouette files. So if we were to open this up, so I'm going to go to File, Open. I'm going to go to the planner stickers, open up this file. Again, I don't know why, oops. I don't know why, but it always opens up too. Oh, look at that one, didn't open up too big. Huh, interesting. I'm also going to open up the cut file, the coordinating cut file. File, open. And just like before, I'm going to, let's make sure to open up the right size first. Okay. I'm going to select trace area and hit trace. And I'm going to delete the background, copy this, paste it onto here, and it aligns perfectly, and you can see the bleed around the edges so that it has a little bit of wiggle room. And then you're going to want to turn on the cut lines again, the registration marks again. Again, I designed these for the smallest inset possible. Turn them on. And the smallest length and thickness and all of that. So let's zoom in again, and you can see that all of the files are in the clear, and then just like before, file print, and then send it to your silhouette. So I hope this was helpful. You don't need a die cutting machine to use my sticker files, but it is helpful. They are all provided with fussy cutting files and die cutting files so that you can use whatever works best for you. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave it in the comment section below. I will be paying attention and making sure that everyone's questions are answered. If you enjoyed this video, if it inspires you to maybe purchase a printable or two and see if you can start working those into your scrapbooking, I'd love it if you leave a comment below as well. You can go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you aren't already. And if you're not following me over on Instagram, I'd love it if you would. My handle is @TracyMReed. All right, thank you.